EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents practice round coverage. Well, hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novola. We are in the great state of North Carolina, set to kick off the round here at Quail Hollow. Frank, it is one of the most well-respected courses on tour.
And for good reason, Rich. Great layout. Also, we said hello to Rory McIlroy and Ricky Fowler. They recorded their first ever PGA Tour wins at this very golf course.
Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
He said that he's going to be disappointed.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Stays at 1 under with that par. Let's check in on the action at the 15th. Just a mediocre first round up to this point from our featured golfer. Frank, what are some keys to making something happen down the stretch?
Well, if this is the worst score that they shoot all week, I think that's one of the keys, because this is a position to vault forward from.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
This could be good. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Moves into the top 10 with that birdie. At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile. 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
And he's made it onto the green now. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. Frank, this is all you wanted. You have to carry pressure at 221 yards. This requires a player's very best.
On the process of elimination, don't go long, don't go left, don't go short, and right is marginal. It doesn't leave you with much.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Nice birdie and a nice little move on the leaderboard, getting to 2 under par. Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area, just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
tester from 4 feet. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Frank, once again, we saw a lot of outstanding golf here at Quail Hollow.
And we saw why this is such a great driver's course, Rich. The fact that so many holes bend in different directions, the ability to hit the correct tee shot, and the reward you get when you do it. Quail Hollow certainly stands up to the best in the country.
We enjoyed it from the tower. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long until next time. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo, calling all the action for EA Sports. We're at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, what makes this such a good test?
It's got a great flow to it, Rich. Holes that bend in both directions, changes of elevation. The phenomenal finish that's named the Green Mile, which is 16, 17, and 18, some reachable par fives. Players have gone low here as well. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. It's just a great blend.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. This one's sweet, Frank.
Super. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Makeable putt right there. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Beautifully done, an eagle, and suddenly into the top 15 and into the picture here. Frank, in modern professional golf, we're seeing more and more drivable par fours, like the 8 here at Quail Hollow, 350 yards. What do you think of this hole?
It's not a bad hole. Drivable, some might say, but the angle of the green means it's hard for that tee shot to keep on the green. But I think the reward for hitting a driver is try and sort of aim at that tree just left of the green. And the reason why is then you've got to pitch up the direction of the green. This is a really narrow green.
Birdie try up next. These putts keep the round together.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of no damage done. Made the par. Well, Frank, what do you think of the 9th hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. The hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
You're starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
That one was running so hot. Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
He needs this for par. Got it for par. Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
Oh, there's two, really. That left bunker off the tee, it's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
This is a good-looking shot. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Settles in over the putt. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Presented by EA's PGA Tour. Located in Charlotte, North Carolina, Quail Hollow was originally designed by the architect George Cobb back in 1961. And Frank, it features one of the most imposing finishing stretches on tour. They call it the Green Mile.
Yeah, 16, 17, and 18. What a great test and a wonderful way to finish this golf course. It has a nice flow to it. Anytime you're in the Carolinas, all these mature trees that really define the fairways. Everything's in front of you. Some greens with certainly a lot of pace out there. You tested every club in the bag. This is a great golf course.
That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. Now at the par 5, 15th hole, 577 yards. Frank, you remember what Rory McIlroy did here in 2010, that final round, 62?
I certainly do, Rich. That was an amazing run on the second 9. And holes like this, too. He just stood up here with a driver and just obliterated it down there with a nice draw. Took those bunkers out of play and just set up a mid-iron.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
And it makes the green in regulation. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. very impressive and on the move right now. This is the start of what some say is the toughest finishing stretch on the PGA Tour. It's known as the Green Mile. Frank, what makes it so challenging?
Well, this hole in particular, Rich, the dogleg right, it means it plays every inch of it's just over 500 yards. That bunker you can see down the right, 325 yards to carry that. If you can fly the ball that far, at least you can chew off 2/3 of this hole, and that is well required here. Otherwise, it's a long, long second shot. Should be safely on deck.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good-looking birdie. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, you couldn't hit that much better.
Solid par. Frank, the 17th here at Quail Hollow. It is all you want.
And a bit more, actually. The only advantage the player has is it plays a little bit downhill. But when you look at the lake in front of you, if there's any swirling breeze out there, it just becomes a nightmare trying to choose the right club.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide fairway or expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. And consequently, you get the nail on the head. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you will rack up something here. And I've got no idea how big it would be.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Now has a tie for the lead with that birdie.
And a pep in the stride.
Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Frank, if this were baseball, that would be an upper deck moonshot.
It'd be out of the stands. But not only that, it is in the middle of the fairway. Long, incredibly long, and straight.
Tape measure shot. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
It doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Frank, he's playing very well right now.
Starting to show the field a clean set of heels.
Good contact, good result. Frank, it's kind of cool if your golf course has a menacing name for the finishing stretch. There's the Bear Trap at PGA National, the Gauntlet at TPC Sawgrass, and here at Quail Hollow, the Green Mile. Does it earn the nickname?
Rich, I don't know about the name, but I think if you want to look at 3 holes in a row that are really going to get your attention, perhaps wreck your card, then 16, 17, and 18 at Quail Hollow are the ones. 16, the par 4 over 500 yards. 17 is just fraught with disaster. And then 18 requires you hit your best tee shot. I think even if those holes were in 3 different parts of the golf course, that get your attention.
Hard-fought par right there. Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good chance at one. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par.
It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Did the job right there. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Count that for a birdie. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank, just a beautiful day out there today, but there are some challenges.
Yeah, those tricky winds up there, you've really got to focus on exactly how strong it is and what direction, because it's very easy to make the mistake of hitting the wrong club out here. You make a mistake with the wrong club choice, even a good swing is not going to get rewarded.
Didn't hit it in there tight, but still with a good chance.
Yeah, if that's his worst shot at the end of the day, then I still think he's played well.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
Frank, what makes this downhill shot a little trickier in terms of club selection and setup?
Because of the nature of the downhill, that ball's just going to come out a little lower. So you've got to take that into consideration. It might run a little more on the back end.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Trying to make yet another birdie. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. And he went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is, just trying to avoid water.
Playing his fourth shot after the third was... Oh, what an incredible shot. What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
I saw you in heaven, must be strong and carry on.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the players. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. What a nice shot, right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way.
Sneaking into contention here. Is that birdie?
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot. That takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but there's one on the cards.
Ooh, what a shot right there.
Beautiful.
Done. So we started with a par 4, par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Appears to be tracking well. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
Series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, a little left to right.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Inside that cut line. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the players.